Okay, hey YouTube. This is Matthew Morgan. Uh, boy. The more I make these videos, the less I want to sugarcoat stuff. So I ain't gonna sugarcoat it, so enjoy. uh, I'm gonna say it like this, and hopefully it doesn't come off too, vain or proud or whatever. But you can't blame people for not believing in God. You can't blame people for not believing in religion. You can't blame people for not wanting to be a part of a religion, join it, or whatever. Because, how do I say this without being rude? You can't get mad at somebody who doesn't want to join your religion if you use religion to steal money off of people, or you use the Bible to have sex with somebody's wife or their child. You can't get mad at someone if they don't want to join your religion because you tell them if they don't, they're going to hell. Then you tell them God hates them because they are gay or a drug dealer or a pimp or a prostitute or whatever. Then the second they join your religion, everything seemed cool, but then you say you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't. But then you see people in the same people in the religion who told you that you can't do that are the same people doing it. Then you can't learn nothing outside that religion, which is way worse. Because God never said that you are not allowed to learn anything any other place but a book in your one faith. Now, I'm going to say this, and it's going to hurt, but sometimes hurt causes healing. I don't care how much Bible study you do, how many services you go to, how much prayer you do, how much tithing, how much what the hell ever. If at the end of the day your heart is not in the right place, my nigga, you ain't going to heaven. I don't give a damn how many times you go to Sunday school, how many times you read, tithe, you pray, how many services you go to, how many ministries you're a part of. Your ass is not getting in no heaven acting like a damn fool, and I don't mean like having fun with life. I mean you're purposely doing evil shit and then thinking God can't see you doing it. You're purposely being evil, and you know you're fucking evil, but you act like you're good, but you're really not. God is not fooled by your human nature. He created human nature, nigga. All y'all religious folk out here who keep pretending to be one thing when you're really something else. You are gonna reap what the hell you sow, is what you need to understand. In other words, you want people to follow you to Jesus, but they don't see you living like nothing but the devil. And you cannot get mad at people who don't want to believe in God. Because let me say this the way I said it in my Sunday school. Because one lady had mentioned that people don't like to go to church, and I told her straight up, you're mad because people don't want to go to church, but Bible says that the church is supposed to be the salt and the light of the world. In other words, as a Christian, you're supposed to put a good taste in somebody's mouth, and you're supposed to put a good image in someone's head about who God is, because you're the only image of God that exists on earth in front of people. So if someone sees you living other than what you say, they are going to highly assume that your faith and your beliefs and your spirituality ain't working. And they are going to want nothing to do with it. Other thing, you can join as many different religions as you want. If you don't find the truth, you're fucked. It's just the best way I can say it, you're fucked. Ain't no point in you going to a religion if it ain't bettering you. If it's not making you see your flaws and personally do better by your flaws, the shit ain't. It's just no. There's no point. And let me tell you this: people want to try to force religion. People want to try to force God and Jesus on people. Well, let me explain some shit to you. Everyone has their particular reason as to why they either do or do not believe in God. And you forcing God on somebody is not going to change that. Personally, it'll just make it worse. All you can do at the end of the day is simply put, practice what you preach and don't sit around, I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim, I'm a whatever. If you live what you practice what you preach, and you preach what you teach, you don't need to go around telling people what your beliefs are. The simple fact is your good-hearted nature will show, and then they'll ask you, like, what lifestyle are you living that you have this kind of peace? What type of lifestyle are you living that you're this nice? What kind of lifestyle are you living that you are this, low and meek about stuff? Then you can tell them. But if you're one of them types of people that gotta keep telling people what you believe in and who you follow, unless someone really pisses you off, and then you gotta remind yourself who you follow just so you don't make the wrong move, you ain't doing something right. So I just want that to be said. And again, you can't get mad at someone who does not believe in God, especially when you, as a so-called follower of Him, does not represent who He is. Then you get mad at somebody when they don't want to believe what you do. See, a mature person that follows God and is woke understands one concept. Everything happens for a reason. You have to allow people to be woke when it is their time. Doesn't mean you don't try to teach. It doesn't mean you don't try to spread the message. It doesn't mean you don't try to awaken somebody. But everyone has a particular time when they will be woke. Some people it might take 1,000 lifetimes. Some people it might only take one. There's a reason for why. Some people are better off in the state of dumbness, helps them survive. Some people are better woke. Some people are better mid-conscious. They kind of get stuff, but then the stuff they're not willing to believe, basically. So, yeah. But as Nick was saying, to you Catholic priests that want to rape little boys and have sex with trannies, don't get mad at people if they do not want to follow you because you're having sex with little boys and having sex with trannies. I just said what the fuck I said. Now, let me just say one thing. Y'all talk about blood sacrifice and cannibalism in Hollywood. Y'all eat the blood, or should I say, y'all drink the blood of Jesus, which is technically vampirism, which is a sin. You eat the body of Jesus, which is cannibalism, which is a sin. Then y'all make engraven images and stuff, and y'all ain't supposed to do that, which is a sin. Now, another thing I'm going to ask again. Why do y'all have all those extravagant threads and robes and all that jewelry, all that gold and all these big, what you call them, cathedrals and churches and stuff with all this extravagant stuff inside of it? But the second you walk outside your church, oh God, it looks like hell. Homeless people over here, starving people over here, like trash in the street, people hungry, people dead on the sidewalk, babies dead. You walk in a Catholic church, nigga, you would think you was walking into heaven. You walk out of church, you think you walk back into hell. And I ain't referring to the spiritual nature, I'm referring to the physical appearance, meaning inside the church is a beautiful sight, outside of the church is a straight up eyesore. So why exactly is it like that when God said, to whom much is given, much is required? So can somebody explain exactly why it's like that? And then people wonder why people don't believe in God or want to join a religion. Have you seen what y'all religions do to each other? Y'all literally go to war over beliefs that God never told any of y'all to go to war over. That's something y'all chose to do. Like, God never said hate someone because they're gay, look down on someone because they're gay, belittle someone because they are gay. He never said that. But unfortunately, that's what y'all chose to do. God never said beat someone upside the head with a Bible because they're a sinner. Never said that. But anyway, it's just kind of sad to me because y'all religious folk want to get mad at worldly people for not believing in what y'all believe. Question to y'all is, do y'all actually believe in the shit that y'all believe? Or are you just believing in it because someone else told you that you have to? Or you're going to hell. Because I went to church with people that openly said they don't go to church because they love God or believe in Him. They go to church because as a child they were forced to do that. So that just goes to show you the church is not a place that the Spirit of God exists. The church is a place where the spirit of fear exists. Pretty much everyone in the church ain't going to church because they want to go to heaven. They go to church because they fear going to hell. Just say it again. A lot of people in the church do not go to church because they want to go to heaven. A lot of them go to church because they fear going to hell. They don't want God's wrath on them, so they go to church. They don't want God's wrath on them, so they tithe. They don't want God's wrath on them, so they join ministries. They don't want God's wrath on them, so they do whatever they're told without a second thought. And the sad thing is there's people that go to church to praise the same God that they fear. Literally. You can't. Here's the thing. Again, I want to say people say to fear God and respect Him are the same. They are not. To fear God simply means that anything that you could possibly do to get out of line, you ain't gonna do it because you know if you do it, He's going to punish you and then you will go to hell. To respect or I guess revere God means, well, I know if I do this, and this, that it's bad for me, and God doesn't want me to do it because He sees the outcome will be bad, so let me just not do it. But if I do it, as a human, I know God will forgive me and He'll help me find a better road to deal with it, and try to help me better myself in the process. So, I mean, I'm just saying, religious people need to start being a little more honest about their walk. Because not a lot of y'all have been doing that. At least a good 97% of y'all lie about y'all walk with God almost every day. Just about every single day. So, that's all I'm saying. And then, oh yeah, not to mention when y'all sit in church, y'all want to gossip about people, y'all want to judge people. You ridicule certain people for how they dress, how they look, how they smell, how they act. And y'all got these cliques or these ministries where I don't talk to this person because they ain't family. I don't talk to this person because they ain't been going here that long. I don't talk to this person because they ain't in my ministry. I don't talk to this person because they ain't been in this ministry as long as I have. Then you got the older people in the church that just think they run everything. Question to you: if you truly run the church and the church is truly yours, then why is it one day, instead of being seen in the church, one day you're going to be laid in a casket to get viewed? You claim the church is supposed to be yours. Well, one day you're going to get viewed in front of the same church you were once seen in. That's all I'm saying. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust will be your fate at the end of this life. Because once you get put in that dirt or in that vase or whatever, your ass is going back to ashes and dust and dirt. Don't forget that. Oh. Anything else? Oh yeah, and please stop trying to force people into ministries. Then when they say they don't want to do it, you want to send them to hell or say they're going to hell. Or the second they decide to leave the church and learn a new theology, it's like when they join the church, oh, blessings and honor and all that other stuff. When they leave, you're going to hell. Seriously. So when they come to the damn church, you're praising them for that. They do all these ministries, you're praising them for that. But the second they decide to learn something outside of the church and bring it to the church, you exile them and tell them that they need to change what they've been taught or leave it outside of the church or they're going to get exiled. For y'all to be followers of Jesus. Woo! And just have to say the church needs to stop being so sexist. Talking about, oh, women can't speak in the church, women can't speak in the pulpit, women ain't got no right, and a child can't speak in church. What type of sexist bullshit is that? God said, don't hinder the little child, for the kingdom of heaven is theirs. What are you hindering them for? If a child has something they want to say, that's why God gave them a mouth and a mind to think it and then speak the shit. See it, hear it, think it, then speak it. Same thing with women. See, hear, think, and then speak. And this is like something my brother Garland told me a long time ago. A lot of people act like God gave them two mouths and one damn ear because they talk more than they goddamn listen. Instead of having two ears and one mouth, in other words, you listen more than you talk. That's the primary reason for why you got two ears and one mouth, to shut the hell up and learn. So when you do speak, you actually know what the fuck you talking about. But anyway, yeah. So, and oh yeah, you popes are not Jesus. Last time I checked, Jesus don't do any of the shit y'all do. So all this shit about y'all wearing all this white, trying to be holy, wanting people to kiss your rings, doing all this confession bullshit. Last time I checked, I don't think a sinner needs to be confessing their sins to someone that molests little boys and has sex with transgenders. I don't think a human needs to be confessing they sin to that type of person. It's just not just. It's just not just. You got someone who's secretly doing drugs, confessing they sin to a man wearing no drawers under his robe, having a little 11-year-old giving him head. Yeah, and hell no. Then you want to sit up behind that pulpit and decree what's holy and what's not. First of all, ain't none of you niggas got room to be decreeing a goddamn thing. Like I said, most of y'all have sex with little boys and trannies. Who the hell do you think you are that you can just tell someone how to live. Then you put them in a confession box, nigga. What? Need to be confessing your own shit, cause when you pass, who? I wonder when God looks at your life, all the shit He's gonna see that you did. Mm. But you want someone to confess their shit to you, but you up there doing all types of. But see, at least with a black pastor, they had sex with the man's wife. A white pope, they wants to smash a little ass boy. Hmm. And then you want to go and use the Bible as a way to trick money out of niggas, and then, oh, well, if you want to have the Holy Ghost, you need to let me have sex with you. You need to tithe like about 1,000 times a day. Really? Oh, if you don't want to go to hell, you need to give me head. Oh, you need to come to this Bible study with me so I can teach the ways of God in private. Then you break up fucking marriages, you break up homes, and then you call yourself a damn under shepherd. Okay. That's what the fuck you say you are. Okay. Anything else I want to say? Oh yeah. I think that's about it. I'm out.